Hello, loved ones. Thank you for joining me today. And if you're new to the channel, then welcome to the family. Today is our review of Married at First Sight Season 13, Episode 1. The episode was called Matchmaker Special, where Dr. Pepper, Dr. Viviana, and Pastor Cal picked 10 singles and matched them into 5 couples who will be featured this season. Our chosen city is Houston, Texas, which I'm really excited about because I am a Texas girl. It's my intent in today's presentation to be the matchmaker. Let's see what I think about the experts' matches. I actually think they made a lot of mismatches. I also want to hear from you, so please let me know your opinion in the comments section. Once the season is over, we can review our thoughts.
Welcome to Fueled by Intentions, where we talk about faith, family, finances, fitness, and fun. Sponsored by Bynum's Business Solutions, where the right fit is made simple. We specialize in tips, tools, and strategies designed to help you achieve your financial health so that you can take control of how you spend your money so that you can spend more time with your family, friends, and doing the things you love. So let's jump right into the video.
Here we go. Married at First Sight has begun, and we will review the matches and weigh in on what we think will happen moving forward. My overall thought is I don't think the experts got it right this time. I think they used a lot of superficial means to match most of the couples. They matched a lot of opposites. And applicants dealing with emotional traumas, many just got out of relationships, and we see how that turned out last year. It's my understanding that although 3 couples from last year said I do on decision day, that only one is still together. It appears that Claire and Ryan and Virginia and Eric may be applying for divorce. I'm not sure, but that's what the rumors are saying, is that those 2 couples didn't make it in the end, and allegedly they are filing for divorce. It's amazing because they said they had 6,000 singles apply, 125 were interviewed via Zoom, and 78 face-to-face interviews. It was reported that last season was the highest watched season ever. So maybe the applicant pool increased. However, my point is that thousands of people apply. Why then do they need to recruit? It's my understanding that both Claire and Ryan had been contacted prior to last season. I just think that if people don't genuinely apply for themselves and they have to be coached or encouraged, maybe they won't be as invested in the process. And if so many people are applying, why don't you just pick people from the pool of applicants who really want to do the experiment? Marriage is already tough, so you really want to get people who are invested in the process. Now, I will say, I don't know what contacted means. Maybe they send out some personal contacts through Instagram and they make them all look personal in order to encourage people to apply, because I do know they still had to apply. They still had to go through the different tests and analyzations that all the applicants have to go through once they move forward in the process. However, I just think that we really need to stick to people who want to do the experiment and who genuinely want to apply. We know that Keith, who married Iris, we know he was recruited, and we see how that turned out. I just feel like every time we find out that a couple didn't work out, those are from the recruitments. I don't know if some recruits worked out from those who are lasted, but most of the time when I hear that there was a breakup, it's from recruitments. I do think there has been some genuine breakups from just normal people, but I don't know. I would really like to know if anybody who was recruited actually is still married today. That would be an interesting kind of survey in order to conduct. But anyway, I digress. We're talking about this season and our 5 couples who have been matched from Houston. So let's get started with couple number 1. Couple number 1 is Bao and Johnny. Johnny is 35 He's an IT manager, and his tagline is life of the picky party. I think that actually fits him. I think that he is really picky and he can be the life of the party. He seemed like he had a great personality. I think the taglines generally say something about their personalities because I think that they determine the taglines after the season has been taped. So Johnny is successful, intelligent, and he's a great guy. Dr. Pepper said that he was extremely fastidious. He was extremely fastidious. Now I looked up fastidious, and it means very attentive to and concerned about accuracy and detail. And I do think that that is a very accurate picture of a Mr. Johnny. He is very goal-oriented and wants to retire by the age of 40. He seems very positive. How he said he does like kind of an affirmation on the little statue before he goes out in the morning, really have the positive thoughts and positive energy. His ideal woman is open-minded, a good communicator, playful, and affectionate. And I think that his match can be those things for him. So I think that this was a really good match. He was really cute when he said that he wanted his wife to have a cute laugh so he can always keep her laughing. And also it showed his personality when he said that he wanted his wife to be the big spoon and sometimes the little spoon. I thought that was really cute. Personal responsibility is really huge. So when he was talking to Pastor Cal, and he really admitted that he had some work to do on his control issues within his character, I thought that that was really, really mature. So I thought that that showed great, I don't know, I think that potential, that's what I want to say. I think that showed great potential when you are looking for a mate. Johnny was matched with Bao. She's 35, an administrative director over research. Her tagline was Miss High Bar. I think that really does fit her. I think she really sets a high bar for herself and her expectations in relationships. She wants a nerd. She wants someone either Asian or Caucasian. She has not shared the idea with her family, but has a strong family tie. So I don't know. In a way that could be that, you know, she just wanted to wait till she got further along in the process. So I'm really interested to see how her family reacts to the news that she's actually going to participate in this experiment. She was almost married 3 times. Not sure what we think about that. 3 times, and she said no. Wants someone more easygoing than herself. She knows the value of struggle. I thought that was really good because when you know the value of struggle, you don't give up things easily and you will like try to stick through things through the long haul. So I thought that that was a very, very good quality. The thing that touched me the most was she was willing to admit that she has a problem with control. And it seemed like she was almost about to cry when Dr. Pepper had asked her about being controlling and her list and saying that that might be why she would miss out on an opportunity like this. She was not defensive at all. She took total responsibility. So I think the fact that both of them are willing to take responsibility for areas that they need to work on, that the relationship may be really good moving forward for the both of them. I give this couple 2 thumbs up. They are both looking for partners who are funny and playful. I agree with the experts that from a cultural standpoint, arranged marriage may not be that foreign. Therefore, they may be able to adjust more easily than others. I can't wait to hear their story and how they've interacted in the past. I do think that it may have been a positive interaction because neither one of them said no on decision day when they met at the altar and they realized that they already knew each other. So I think that this could be an Amelia and Bennett situation where they already knew each other, but they had a strong connection and that they had an attraction to one another, even though when they had met briefly. So I'm hoping that that is Bao and Johnny's experience too, but I am glad about this match. This is my favorite couple. So 2 thumbs up for Bao and Johnny. I hope that they have a long, successful, and prosperous marriage. Now, let's look at couple number 2, Gil and Myrla. Gil is 34 years old and he's a firefighter, and his tagline is Mr. Caring and Charismatic. I do think he's definitely caring. I think you have to be caring in order to be a firefighter and put your life on the line. We'll see if he's charismatic. There was some things that he did that I thought showed a charismatic personality. He puts sex very important, right next to oxygen, wants someone who is excited to look at and has thunder thighs. I'm not sure that Myrla has thunder thighs. And he made a really big deal about attraction. That always scares me because I think that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And like they always say, that's not something that they can match on attraction if you're going to be attracted. But I think even the limited things that he said, I didn't think that Myrla met what he was describing as what he feels is attractive. He just got out of a relationship like 6 weeks ago, and it was 6 weeks ago when Dr. Cal told him that he was getting married. I think on the screen it said 4 weeks. So it sounded like he got out of a relationship when the process started, and that rings a bell for us. I mean, didn't they watch last season with Chris just getting out of a relationship? I feel like out of 6,000 people, then you can find someone who is out of a relationship for a decent amount of time and not just the time of the vetting process. That really did bother me. Also, he does want kids. I really didn't hear Myrla say anything about wanting kids, so I'm not sure if they'll be compatible in that area, but most people do, so maybe that'll work out for them. Him doing salsa with Dr. Viviana, I thought that was really cute. I think that showed his charismatic side, and I really liked that he was not shy to just kind of get out there and be vulnerable in front of the cameras. I think that that's what it takes in order to do a show like this. You have to want to be able to be vulnerable in front of the cameras with everybody looking as if nobody is watching. So I thought that that was really cute. One thing that really concerned me is that he makes less money than Myrla, who they matched him with. It's true that some relationships, money does not matter. However, we know that finances are major in a relationship. You could not find comparable salaries from the 6,000 applicants. We know that major pitfalls in relationships are communication, finances, unrealistic expectations, intimacy issues. Therefore, I think with an experiment like this, they should try to eliminate as many pitfalls as possible. And finances, finding people who have comparable incomes is an easy one to do when you have a pool of 6,000 people. So I hope that that's not an issue, but it could be just because it is a normal issue when you are talking about a relationship. So let's look at Myrla. Myrla is 35. She's a leadership coach, and her tagline is Picture Perfect Princess. I really didn't see anything in her package that read Picture Perfect Princess to me, so I'm not really sure why that was chosen as her tagline. She did have a lot of designer bags, but she didn't seem like she was consumed with those items, like materialistic in any way. And she said she had a shopping problem, so maybe, I don't know, maybe that'll come to fruition later. She does love to cook. She comes from a background where she saw a lot of domestic violence, and she does not engage in conflict. Now, that was the first red flag, because in marriage and in many relationships, you're gonna have conflict. And I understand it. You cannot not engage in conflict. You can want to handle conflict in a civilized manner, but not dealing with conflict. We have conflict all the time. It's not having the conflict, it's how you manage and deal with conflict. So I saw that as a problem. Also, when Dr. Viviana asked her, did she have any emotional traumas? I was just screaming at the TV. She just told you her emotional trauma is that she does not deal with conflict. That's the trauma that came out of her being around a domestic violence situation. Now, because the experts are there, they may be able to help her with the communication and not engaging in conflict, but we've seen a lot of seasons where the experts are not really able to kind of turn it around. Also, she checks in with her boyfriend. I thought that that was kind of interesting that she checks in with her boyfriend and Gil is just out of a relationship, a new relationship, if you ask me. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I still feel like they both have some ties to other people. And I don't know, maybe it's just me. I don't really talk to any of my ex-boyfriends. As far as I know, my husband doesn't either. So I don't know. Maybe that's unique to me, but I don't see that as a positive when you are getting married. So I think that both of those put together can cause problems down the line. I give this matchup a 2 thumbs down. They have cooking in common, and they both see sex as a high priority. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and Gil, he has, a lot of attraction. Attraction is a big deal to him, and he may or may not find Myrla attractive. Just not that she's not, just that it's in the eye of the beholder. They both have ties to other relationships. Myrla does not seem like a good communicator. And they also said that Gil would not be aggressive towards her, but they seem like they were basing it on him being a firefighter. And I hope that he is not aggressive and hope that he's not aggressive to her, but I don't think that you can base that on his profession to say that there are no aggressive firefighters. That seemed kind of odd to me. So I give this couple a thumbs down. I hope that they can weather the storm. Of course, I hope that I am wrong on this, but for now, it is a thumbs down on Myrla and Gil. Let's move on to couple number 3, Ryan and Brett. Ryan is 35. He's an oil and gas liaison, and his tagline is the reformed serial dater. Really? The reformed serial dater? Can you be a reformed serial dater? Oh man, even with a title like that, I think that I don't. We've seen other people who have dated a lot of people on the show, and it's just who have been on the show and who's been a serial dater, and their relationships didn't work out. So I'm not sure why they keep repeating the same formula, or if they just think that it's good for TV. I'm not sure. But I don't think that he should have been matched with anyone. I did like his sensitivity related to his friend Andrew, who passed away. What would Andrew do that they're actually leaving a symbol for them to kind of like remember his legacy? And I really did like that they talked about him and stated his name in order to continue the legacy that he had. And it really said a lot about Andrew, that he left that type of impact on his friends, that they would remember him and also remember him and want to do positive things because the example that he set. So I thought that was really great. I thought that showed a sensitive side to Ryan, because I don't think that that is normal among many men that I know of anyway. So I don't think that that's normal. So I think that showed a very sensitive and vulnerable side to him. So I really did enjoy that. The fact that he has dated over 2,000 women, I don't know. I think that is a big red flag. The fact that he has dated over 2,000 women, I think that is a big red flag. I mean, is that even possible? I don't know. Is that even possible? Let's say he started dating at the age of 16. That would be 19 years of dating, which would be approximately 105 ladies per year, divided by 365 days in a year. That would be that he would be dating a new girl about every 4 years. Now, that's a problem. So maybe that was an exaggeration, or maybe he started dating really young, or maybe he dated 2 girls, 3 girls in a week. I don't know, but 2,000 seemed a lot to me. I was very underwhelmed with it. The fact that that is what his friend said when he is trying to interview for a dating show, a marriage show, I don't know. I thought that was in very poor taste. And I think if he has. And then not only has he dated over 2,000 girls, but the last 3 have not wanted to make a commitment to him. And I feel like a lot of us women, we are ready to make a commitment. So if you got 3 in a row who is not ready to make a commitment, then I don't know, I saw that as a red flag. And I know I am being hypocritical here because Bao had 3 engagements that she broke off, and I think that she is a great catch. But I think that it's just him combined with the serial dating and then the 3 last people who did not want to commit. I think for me, that's what made it more of a red flag than Bao, who called off 3 engagements. Let's look at Brett. She's 33. She's a teacher and a volleyball coach. Her tagline is Miss Hopelessly Devoted. So let's think about that. Do we think that she's going to be devoted to Ryan and it's going to be a hopeless situation because of his character flaw? So she's going to be devoted, hoping for something, but it's just going to be hopeless? I don't know. Let's see if we're right. But she has not dated in 2 years. She's very competitive. She's a talker. Personality is important to her because once you grow old, that's all you have left in a relationship. She sounded like she wanted very deep conversations with someone, and I didn't see Ryan as a deep conversationalist. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. From his package, I didn't see anything in it that would tell me that he is like a deep thinker or really want to tackle like serious issues. So I think that that could be an issue within their relationship. Honestly, I think Brett is a great catch and perfect for this type of show. I think Ryan will be the problem in the match, though. I think that she hasn't dated for 2 years and he's dated over 2,000 women. I mean, who wants to be with somebody who's a serial dater? I mean, that is, I don't know, that just does not seem attractive to me. I feel like she's kind of been holding out and, you know, he's just been all over the place. So I don't think that that is a very good match. And that is where I don't think the experts go wrong when they try to do these opposites. You want to have something in common. You have to have something in common. And one person who is loose with relationships and the other person that is more conservative in relationships, I don't think that that's going to be a good match. And I'm not sure how this is going to match for Brett. I am going to give 2 thumbs down for this couple because of what the experts said. They said that Brett will be the dating opposite for Ryan. I think the experts should focus on the things they have in common. I did like that they both were invested in their friend groups. They were both hanging out with friends when they were told that they were matched. Their friends may be able to guide the relationship to success. I'm gonna say thumbs down, but if they can get past a few major hurdles, and if Ryan does not have a personality flaw, and if Brett can really get over the fact that he's a serial dater, and if Ryan is truly finished looking outside of one person for his fulfillments, it could turn into a thumbs up. But for right now, I'm giving it 2 thumbs down for Ryan and Brett. And I think it's really sad because I really do like Brett. I think she's a beautiful young lady. I think she's perfect for the experiment. And I think that she would have been perfect with a different guy. So let's see what will happen. Let's move on to couple number 4, Jose and Rachel. Jose is 35. He's a mission flight specialist. They call him the perfectionist, and we did see that. I think that that is a great tagline for Jose. He is a perfectionist. He tracks all his expenses. It's been 2 years since his last relationship was with a girl who was into partying, and he was not. I actually think that Jose and Brett would have made a better couple because they have both been kind of like out of the dating scene for a minute. They seem more of like homebody kind of people. I don't know. I just felt like the package that Jose had and the package that Brett had, that would have been a better match for Rachel, because he said that he was out of a relationship because the girl was wanting to party too much. And then we're going to see that Rachel said she likes to party and that she will disregard her relationship in order to party. Why would you match that up? I don't understand. Don't they remember Virginia and Eric? That does not work. I feel like the experts are really focusing on opposites when they should focus on alikes. I think that you should have some things that are opposite, but you have to have some commonality. And I think that the things that they are choosing to match these people up with in terms of opposite, they're too drastic. Somebody who likes to party and somebody who wants to be tracking expenses at home, that is not going to work. That is not going to work. Somebody is going to have to change. And most people in a new relationship, they're not even at the point where they're willing to change. I feel like you need to develop some feelings for someone before you're willing to make some major changes in your personality to make it work. So I really thought this was a really, really big misstep for the experts. He likes to cook and clean and make ladies feel special. So maybe if he uses that particular quality to make her feel special, then maybe she doesn't want to go out. I don't know. He wants people to over communicate, and he needs to be attracted to the person. And there we go again with the attraction. I hope that he finds Rachel attractive. She really is. She seems like she's been really working hard on being attractive and very confident within herself because she posts on Instagram. So I think he will actually find her attractive. I really do. He is a perfectionist, very routine and structured, and you cannot put that very routine and structured, and seems like she's just all over the place, and I just don't think that is going to be a good match. I think he would have been better matched for Brett. They appear to have more similarities than he and Rachel. Although I don't think Rachel and Ryan would have been a good match, but I think that Brett and Jose would have been a better match. It would be very interesting if they were kind of like swapped partners in the long run, but I guess you can't do that once you're married. So that would be a no-no. Don't take my advice on that one. So let's look at Rachel. Rachel is 33. She's a special education evaluator, and that already makes her special. I feel that anybody who deals with special education, they have to have some compassion for people and a love for kids. So I was really, really excited about her profession. They said she's the blossoming bride. I don't know what that means. So maybe she is going to blossom into a bride, and maybe that means she's going to change some of her current ways in order to make the marriage work. So I'm going to look at that tagline as something that is hopeful. I'm going to be hopeful that maybe she can turn this relationship around with Jose. She likes to go out a lot, which I already said I think is a problem. She is quick to let go and tends to rush into things. Really? And she tends to give up after 1 month. So we may not even see her for the whole experiment because this is 8 weeks. So if she gives up after a month, we may only see her for half of the experiment. She lost a lot of weight recently, and she posts pictures on Instagram, which I think is really good. That may give her some accountability because a lot of times when you lose weight, the maintenance phase is just crazy. But if you can find something that keeps your body in the limelight and keeps you encouraged in the weight that you are, I think it will help you to maintain. And I think that maintaining is better than the whole gain, lose. So I think that might be a really good thing for her. She does not verbalize her feelings and needs to have reassurance, but here Jose wants a great communicator. So I'm not really sure how you decided to match these two people up. She ended her last relationship 4 months ago and was able to realize the great things about herself. So I thought that was really good because sometimes it does take heartbreak for you to realize the value that you have. She does not appear to be a good communicator. She has major insecurity issues. Therefore, she is not a good fit for this experiment. She also said her friends come before her relationship, and the experts have some short memories because they do not remember Virginia from last season. So I'm not really sure. I don't really think that she is really good for this experiment, because if you automatically from the start put other people before your relationship and you only have 8 weeks to invest, you don't have feelings for this person. I just think that things like that are red flags, and those people should be eliminated at the start. We've seen how that has turned out, and many times in this experiment, it has not fared well. So I don't think that she is going to do well in this experiment. So for that, I give this couple 2 thumbs down. Rachel says she puts friends over boyfriends sometimes. She parties with friends, and that's even when her man is too tired to tag along. She doesn't like to waste time in a relationship. She gives up quickly if the guy displays bad habits. She doesn't want to appear clingy and needy. She caught her last boyfriend cheating, so infidelity is a very big part of it. Jose is a go-getter who doesn't like to party much, but he does the little things to make his lady feel special. So I think that in this one, Jose is going to get the raw end of the deal. I think that he is going to really try, and that if something does not work in their relationship, it's going to be because I think it's going to be because of Rachel. And Jose is going to be the person really trying to put some effort into this relationship. But anyway, with that said, I give this couple 2 thumbs down. I don't think that they're going to make it. Now, for our 5th couple, we have Zack and Michaela. So let's look at Zack. Zack is 27. He's in finance, and his tagline is the romantic idolist. I think that could be a good name for him. Maybe he's romantic and very optimistic. That's positive. So we'll see how that kind of plays out. His parents have been married for 28 years, and I think that is really great for him to see a strong example of marriage. So I really, really do like that. I think that that gives a sense of him wanting to make his marriage work. A lot of times when you come from a marriage family that is strong, you too want to model that for yourself. He's never been in love, which reminds me of Ryan from season 12, who I was not impressed with, so not sure how to look at that. He says that he is picky and always finds something wrong in another person. We all have faults, and if you look, you are going to find something wrong in another person. So, not sure what to say about that. He was learning to play the piano. I thought that was great. You know, he's 27, trying to learn a new skill. So I thought that that may say that he is teachable. Now, let's look at Michaela. She's 30 and she's a realtor. And her tagline is the stubborn sweetheart. I don't know if those two go together. Maybe she's gonna be stubborn about some things, and if Zack is looking for something to be picky about, stubborn would be it. But then she's a sweetheart, so can you be a stubborn sweetheart? I'm not sure if those two go together. So it'll be very interesting to see how those two play out. She said she had a good friend in her bed a few weeks ago. I don't know how I would look at that if I was Zack. I really wouldn't want to foster that relationship. I think I would ask if she would, friends with benefits may not work when you are in a relationship. That may be a very awkward situation. So definitely see how she looks at that, or if he even finds out about it. He will eventually if he watched the show, if they're still together once the show ends. She also indicated that she would self-sabotage relationships, and that could be a potential problem, because if you sabotaging your own relationships, I don't know, that's not a good match. Michaela said she could be bratty and pouty when she doesn't get her way. Yeah, which sounds like a 4-year-old. So I don't know, maybe that's the stubborn part of her, which I hope that she can make the adjustment, because that may not work in a marriage relationship. She's so self-aware and appreciative of other people, which seems like a contradiction. um, I don't know, appreciative of other people. That may be the sweetheart part of her. I did like that she was super excited when she was told that she was matched. I thought that she showed the most excitement out of all of the individuals who were told that they were going to be matched. And I am really excited to see her hair care journey. She had like 3 different hairstyles. She had her hair braided, and then she had like her natural curly, which may have be the natural texture of her hair. And then on the group photo, it was more of a straight, like a press, or could have been some type of protective style, but it was really cute. So I'm really excited to just follow her in terms of her hair journey. I love seeing that in African American women, how we can be so versatile. Overall, I give this couple 2 thumbs up. I think they're gonna make it, even though they have a couple of hurdles in order to overcome. Michaela being stubborn, Zack being picky, also Michaela sabotaging relationships. But I think Zack is teachable. I think that learning a new skill may be teachable. And Michaela just really does seem like a sweetheart. So I think that if she has the right guy who's loving and caring, I think that she can adjust. And I think that she won't have to show her bratty, pouty side. I think that the experts can help them adjust just enough in order to communicate throughout the process and learn some good communication tools. So I'm really hoping for this couple. I think that this could totally be a success story. I think that they will be fun to watch. So for that reason, I give this couple a 2 thumbs up. I can't believe it. We are at the end of the road. We have reviewed all 5 couples. I would really like to know what you think. Please leave your opinions in the comment section, and at the end of the season we can review our thoughts. Of course, we hope and pray for 5 out of 5. We really do hope that these are 5 successful marriages. We believe in marriage. We believe that God has ordained marriage. So I'm really praying that we have 5 out of 5 couples this season. Thank you for watching, and until next time, live with intention. Be intentional. Please like, comment, and subscribe.